Salsay la Chateau. Okay. That's interesting. In Occitanie. Alright. Welcome back. Day 7. We're in France. We just got out of a small town called VZfit. This is the town I just mentioned, I think. The last large city, or city even, that we came out from is Perpignan, also from yesterday. And I actually looked it up on Google. Apparently there's 120,000 living in Perpignan and 8,000 people living in VZfit. So quite a small town. I don't really know in general how big cities are in France. I mean, there's obviously some very large cities. By the looks of the map, we're not way too far off Montpellier right now. And I'm hoping we can keep some decent pace today. I've been out a lot today, and the weather was amazing. And I also just had dinner. So I'm feeling a little bit slow, I guess. I'm feeling full. I ate a little bit too much. Had some nice chicken with some pasta, bacon, and a big salad to go with that. So, and I also had some påskmust, for those of you who speak Swedish. It's like a Easter soda type thing. It's basically the same as the one we use for Christmas. We just swap out the labels. I don't really know the English word for it. I don't normally have it that often, but I think maybe one of those bottles per year, both Easter and Christmas, should cover it. It's just to get that little feeling of the holiday for me. The taste is really nothing I truly enjoy. I just had a cocktail with it yesterday, so today I decided to have some more and use it for dinner. The magic number today is going to be 87 or 870 kilometers. I think today is going to be a little bit more quiet ride, unless I find something interesting to talk about. My stomach is just way too full to keep talking. I guess you can kind of hear it in my voice already. At least I'm feeling it in my throat and stuff. a little bit harder time breathing today. Just after eating. Or after eating so much, I should say. Okay, nice little bridge. I'm not sure how far Montpellier is, but hopefully we can get there today. That would be cool. At least get close to it. It didn't look that far on the map when I looked it up on the map earlier today. We'll see, we'll see. And I keep forgetting the damn fan. I'm sorry. Sorry for cursing. Alright. I don't think I need to recenter it today. No, we're good. Ah, much better with the fan on. I did manage to fix the little thing with the pedal. It was just a little thing with the strap. One of the loops on the strap kind of broke. Easy fixed. No big deal, just some glue. And it's working solid again. If I were a little bit slightly tighter than before, but it's a marginal. There's a lot of trees on the side of this road. It feels like there's like a purpose on the trees. For some reason, it just feels that way, like there's something behind it. Like a plantation, maybe. Farmland. Oh, railroad. Oh, what's on the other side of the railroad though? It looks like there's like fields. Someone's kind of going on vacation. I just open ground. Very lovely little flat area by the looks of it. That house is interesting though. Looks very interesting. Looks a little bit abandoned as well. Not sure. I wonder what's going on up there. Huh. A little bit curious. Or if it's the highway, but it feels like it's too narrow up there. Not sure. Oh look! The ocean, baby. Finally along the coast. Let's go. Fucking love the coast. There's nothing better in this world than living close to a coast. Nothing. I mean, not that I've tried living inland, but I just love being close to the coast. Not a huge fan of boats though, for some reason. But yeah, living close to a coast, close to water. I don't know. The smell of the ocean definitely gets me. I know, like, people that live inland, that live in the woods, farmlands, whatever, they get used to and grow up with those smells. So they're always like, yeah, so much better living this way or that way, blah blah blah. Yes, like I've always grown up close to the coast, and to me, the smells and the sounds of the ocean are very calming. I know people inland hate the smell of the algae. Algae? I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Jesus. That's a word I actually should know how to pronounce. That's definitely a lack of my English skills. My skill set in English. That I kind of need to correct, I think. I get on that right after this. I got curious now. It's gotta stick with me until I figure it out. But yeah. As you can tell, English is not my native language. But I do speak a few languages, so I'll be alright. If even barely these days. I feel like I'm only talking Swedish and English now. For some reason. Kind of want to learn Danish, but at the same time I don't. I tried it before. Did not go well. I tried it at the university, and like, it was an entry-level class. I was like, yeah, okay, this is beginning stuff. And our professor was Danish at a Swedish university. And in the Danish class, he only spoke in Danish. I learned in 1 week like 3 words in total. I could not understand a word he said. It wasn't possible for me. I had such a trouble. And then I felt like I was just getting behind everyone else. And then I dropped out of the class after like a couple of weeks. I think 2 weeks. Maybe 1.5. That's actually around the time when I decided to move to Spain. So it was a long time ago. Still young, still a kid. Maybe I have better luck now. I think I have more motivation to actually learn it now. As I live in the Malmö area in Sweden, it's just across the bridge from Copenhagen, which is the capital city of Denmark. And we drive trains across the bridge. So it would be a bit beneficial for me to perhaps learn Danish a bit, or a little bit. Maybe I can start getting the competence required to drive in Denmark. Seems like decent routes. decent schedules. Although these start at a very piss poor hour, if you ask me, but on at least one of them. More like 2, maybe, at this point. But yeah. Seems like a good place to drive trains. Only downside is some of it goes all the way down to Germany, so you'll be swapping trains with a German dude. And communicating with Germans is, surprise, surprise, not all that fun. At least if you ask me. God damn, I love that we're on the coast. So beautiful to just look down and see the coastline. It would be even better if we had like a little bit of altitude so that when we look down, that would be the perfect way. Not complaining though, not complaining. I mean, it's a good thing I've had a good view on that side because this side is so boring. Alright, small society maybe? What's going on over here? A cluttered information sign. And a small village by the looks of the sign. Can I read it in time? I think it was like fixed or something. I don't know. Vente divine. Maybe injured. Yeah, who knows? What's that say? Oh, damn it. Very tiny village by the looks of it. Is this a store? Restaurant, hotel, cafe, bar. Alright. You have a supermarket anywhere? Maybe it's up there to the left. Seemed like the road to center of town, maybe. I mean, if I had a market, like a supermarket, in a place like that, I'd probably place it close to the road, like the big straight through road. Not that this road is big, but yeah. Or maybe it's down here. Some flags and stuff. What's this? A bar. Okay. Yeah, my French is as good as anyone's. I'm just guessing. I'm really just guessing when I read the signs. Fit2. Okay, Fit2. Alright. Left oh, that's a nice house. Nice yard. Nice pool. I could definitely live there. Bet he has coast, like ocean view as well. Very nice. Finally a nice view to the left. Been a long time coming. Wait, what? I was talking about a bike. Huh. Oh god. I feel like hiccups coming. Whew. I ate way too much. Alright. Keep ground. Nice little bay. I would guess we're gonna go away from the coastline a little bit now again. Looking by the looks of that bay. We're going straight north, and I'm guessing the coastline is gonna go northeast, east-ish. Maybe we'll regroup when we get to the hillside right up on the far side over there to the northeast. This little bay looks, maybe it's the beginning of a river. Maybe that's an island? Nah. Doesn't feel like an island. Huh. Alright. Very straight road. It's almost like the roads when you take the bike routes or when you go off the highways in Nevada and Arizona. It's like straight down, nothing on either side for like forever. It's just going straight. Doesn't seem to ever end. But yeah. At least we got some views. Some beautiful views to look at. Alright, ride like the wind, baby. Ride like the wind. Was a new province by the looks of it. I couldn't read it in time. I should have stopped. God damn it. I was curious. Alright. What you gonna do? Not much to do. I wonder what they're growing. It's a big plantation. I suck at trees. I suck at bushes. I basically don't know anything besides an oak tree. What's the name in English? Jesus. The ones you make Christmas trees out of? What are they called? Jesus. I don't know the English name. It's just a complete blank in my head right now. I mean, I do know the name. I can't for the life of me think of it. It's just a blank. Complete blank. Oh well. That is what it is. But yeah, I think I know like 6 different trees in Swedish. And if you ask me what bushes something is without the actual fruit, berry, whatever is on it, I think I got 0. Maybe 1. But yeah, I'm really terrible at plants. definitely Long Island. Alright. Ever so slightly northwest. Just following this straight as an arrow road. And jumping to what? Wait. How far did it jump me? That's a weird one. I mean, we're still on the straight road. Oh well, okay. We're not that much closer to the hills over there, so it couldn't have been far. Maybe just jumping past the bridge. Can't remember how far it was to the bridge from where it was before it jumped. Was definitely not something I was focusing on. Bad weather though. Should get put on my raincoat. Looks like we're in for a wet ride. Is that a tent? I think that was a tent. Maybe someone's doing what we're doing, but in reality, boom, mind blown, Inception, Matrix, all of it. In case you didn't realize I was kidding, sarcastic. But yeah, maybe he was doing a little trip. Maybe he was homeless, who knows. Weird place to stay in if you're homeless though. Or maybe he just doesn't want to be found. Hiding from the government. Like Jack Reacher. Ooh, just hiding, wandering the world. Until he has a higher calling or something. Can't remember the plot line of the movies. I watched them, was super bored. I mean, it was an entertaining movie, but not something that you remember. Just something in one side and out the other. Pretty much like almost every Tom Cruise movie, to be fair. I think the only Tom Cruise movie that I actually remember the entire plot and all the little things in it is Jerry Maguire. Now that was an awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, go look at it. Go watch it. This is a beautiful, beautiful captured movie. One of my all-time favorites. Show me the money! I love this black man! Let's go. That's a good movie. The moment when they get the contract at the end. Or did they? Sorry. I'm not going to spoil anything. It's a very interesting movie though. Shows a lot of sides to humans. Got some teachable moments. Some very teachable moments. Which is always a good thing with a movie. Narbonne, okay. Still showing that Narbonne thing. I can't remember Narbonne from the map when I looked at the map earlier today. I wanted to see how far Montpellier was from where I currently was. I cannot remember Narbonne from that map. Maybe I was just looking too far ahead. I don't know. Maybe I was stupid. Could also be a possibility. So many rundown houses, come on. France, Spain, take care of your buildings, man. I can only remember like 2 places. That's really, really run down in Sweden, in the areas where I live, or have lived. Maybe 3. I'm not sure how actually run down the 3rd places. And then there's 2 old industries that looks pretty much like they're falling apart. One is actually being torn down as we speak, so never mind. Making 1. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like the road is turning towards the east, up ahead. So as we continue to cross this little hillside, we should go back on the east, by the looks of it. I wonder what those little mountains are called. If you can call them mountains, I'm not sure. What is the definition? How tall does a mountain need to be called a mountain, and not a hill? I never really thought about that. Interesting thought, though. Or, yeah, maybe not interesting, but valid thought, valid concern, valid question. I guess. Anybody knows the answer? Feel free to put it in the comments. These biking pants are pretty good, honestly. They help a lot. I didn't expect them to make a very big difference, but it's much more comfortable sitting on the bike with these. Turns back towards the northwest again. Short-lived eastern approach. Very short-lived. Oh well. We're gonna turn east sooner or later anyway. Because that's where the magics happen. La Palme. La Palme. I have no idea how it's pronounced. Huh. 1.5 kilometers. So I guess we're still pretty much close to the coast. Narbonne again. Alright. Time for water. Gotta hydrate. Stay hydrated. Cheers. I just realized I forgot to turn down the temperature of the water before I refilled the bottle. That was a little bit too hot for what I want my water to be. I generally don't like warm beverages for some reason. Even have an ice machine at home, which is currently unused, but because I have such a big fridge now, I store ice like crazy. So I always have a lot of ice ready to go. Every drink I make, every drink I have, whether it's a soft drink, alcoholic, whatever, I just put ice in it. Not only does it serve the purpose of cooling a drink, but when you're having like a sweeter drink, whatever, it also makes sure that you're getting a little bit better hydrated and you won't be as thirsty when you're done drinking as some sodas can make you feel. That guy came from nowhere in a hurry. Sucks to be stuck behind the truck then. Huh, buddy? Huh? I'm kidding. There are a lot of people like him. They're very funny in the traffic. The ones that always need to like speed up, do takeovers. Road is plugged for like forever, and they still gotta try to find those small gaps where they can do one takeover. And then they're turning off the main way, like a kilometer down the road or 2 or 3. It's just like, what the fuck did you actually gain by doing that risk? That's why the zero vision in traffic, which means they don't want any casualties of traffic, it's never going to happen. Because of people like that, where he's too stressed out and doesn't realize they saved like 2 seconds by their actions. There's basically no time save unless you're doing a really long drive. And even then it's like, from the south of Sweden to Stockholm, you can save like 30 minutes. If you're really like flooring it. And people will be like, yeah, I can save a lot of time. Yeah, dude, no. You're barely saving anything at all. You're just risking everyone's lives. See, now he's going again. Okay, now switch lanes just because of that. Switched image from the other side of driving. Too bad. It's funny seeing drivers like him. Speed freaks. Think they're cool. I used to think like that when I was young. Then, about a year after I got my license, I grew out of it. Wasn't very cool anymore. First year, you want to feel like a rebel. You drive like crazy, and then you start realizing, no, I don't actually save anything by doing this. There's no time save at all. What's the point? It's gonna get on a track or something and go racing, actual racing. Instead, makes way more sense. And it's way more fun. And no one will get hurt. Usually. The odds for anyone getting hurt is way lower, at least. Just because of that, the Google car is doing a takeover. Oh look, there's the white speed freak stuck behind the truck. What's up, dude? How's life? Okay, now he's taking over the truck. I feel like I'm doing a racing commentary. Oh, he's on the takeover. Does he have it? Oh, he's getting into the turn. He's still ahead. It looks like he's gonna make it. He's gonna take over the truck. Oh, he's taking over the truck, which is actually turning off the way. Never mind. Wonder where he's going. Looks like there's a UN number. Means there's some kind of hazardous goods on the truck. Which also means that's one trucker you should be careful about when you do takeovers. You don't want to put that one into any risks. Switching lanes back and forth now. Huh. Fairly interesting. Wonder if we're going to get the other imaging again. Yep. Oh, there's too much lane switching going on right now. Oh well, whatever. Oh man. Not that far off our daily goal. Only 15 kilometers to go. Time's just flying by. Felt like I just started a couple minutes ago. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. Okay. Pretty smooth transition despite the curve on the route. The mapping. No worries. No worries at all. Oh, there's some shit on the lenses because of the rain. Oh, Jesus, it looks so smudgy. Parts of it. There's definitely water on the lens. Good thing it switched lanes. No smudge on these angles. Very nice. That's a good use of lane shifting. I approve. Whether or not that was intended or not, I'm not gonna say or comment about. It worked out great. That's all I need to know. France is South France is a pretty beautiful country. I felt like South Europe in general is pretty much beautiful. Lots of nice little cliffs and hills, and a nice coastline. Beautiful water. Not the greatest beaches though. I prefer those nice, smooth, sandy beaches. There's a little bit too much rock beaches in South Europe. I absolutely hate those. Feels so uncomfortable when you walk out into the water. Still not gone, really? I wonder when we're going to get a sign that says Montpellier. Oh, this is going to be an awkward transition, I think. No. Also a smooth one. That's cool. And that was really weird, awkward. This is going to be awkward as hell. Wasn't that awkward, but still not too comfortable when he does that. Another teleportation. This road is really getting on my nerves a little bit at this point. Narbonne. What did you say, like 20 kilometers away? Something along those lines, right? Huh. I think we should try and push past Narbonne today. If it's actually mapping us through it. Sigan. I don't know how that's pronounced. Sigan. I don't know. Pretty field. "47.5 minutes in. All right. "12 kilometers to go to our goal. Should have an improved time since yesterday on the 40. Which is nice. Improvements are nice. Very, very nice. I approve. It has felt like the pacing was a little bit better today, but who knows? What the I have no idea what that was on that sign. It looks so weird. I might actually have to go back for the video, see where it was, and try to locate it and look at it through just standing still in front of the sign. I get so curious what the fudge it was. LAC. Okay. Do not feel like a city sign. Maybe some kind of company. Large company. Alright. Time to hydrate. Stay liquid. Alright. Cheers. It's so awkward taking on and off the cap, putting it to your mouth when you got a VR headset on. I have these silicone face cover as well, or face mask, whatever you want to call it. And it helps block out light and vision like the stock mask. It doesn't really provide much in terms of blocking out light by the nose, at least not for me. I've heard for some it blocks out it perfectly, but this silicone one is a really good fix for me in that angle, in that aspect. It blocks out pretty much everything. Plus, it has the benefit of, you know, being easy to wipe off every time you use it. I actually have multiple of these just because they're so easy to take on and off. So whenever I have friends or people over that want to try VR, I can just swap out the face cover. Then just use a wet wipe to wash the face cover clean, wipe it off. Pretty good solution. And whenever my stock facial interface, face cover, face mask gets too disgusting, whatever you want to call it. I actually bought a spare one, so I swap between them, so I can clean it out and air it out without ever having to sacrifice time in VR, if I want to be in VR. It's pretty nifty. Good solution to first world problems, right? Oh, come on. 9 kilometers to go today. Let's see if we can get a sign how long it's left to Narbonne. If that's still on our path. Because if it is, let's see if we're gonna try and push past it maybe. Would seem like a good option. It's not too late here as well, so maybe I'll edit and render the video and upload it to YouTube today already, which will mean 2 episodes, if you will, in one day. Technically, we're above 20% now, at least, closing in on 25. If you count the additional kilometers we had before we swapped out the route to exclude every highway. So yeah, we're making solid progress, honestly. 1/5-ish on the way. In 1 week's time, Narbonne, something with Narbonne, okay? And this is going to say Narbonne at the top. Can we get a kilometer sign as well? That'd be great. Feel like we're getting close. Narbonne. Of course, no fucking kilometers. Jesus. Not annoying. Whatever I don't want to know, there's the kilometers. Whatever I do want to know, they don't show up. Okay, this looked like there could be 16. All right. So basically an additional 10 kilometers to go. Feels like we should go for it. I had 70 and what, 5 seconds or something for the 40 yesterday. We should be able to beat that. 7 kilometers to go, 14 minutes. Okay. That's gotta be the highway. Alright. Keep grinding. Ooh. Some nice views. It's a shame you can't get human eye quality video stream like this. That would be amazing. To be fair, I think if that was actually a reality, I think there would be a lot less people outside for some reason. So in a way, it's probably a good thing. Okay. Are we turning here? No, okay, it's just tricking me. Or trying to. It's a beautiful landscape. What's up over here? A large plantation field with the highway as a background. feels like it was the old highway before the highway was built. Everybody used to drive this road, probably. I'm guessing. $61 and 4.5 to go. Oh. GL, baby. Oh. Come on. So close to the finish line. 3 kilometers to go. Maybe a cool down 10 kilometers to Narbonne, maybe. If I'm feeling up for it. Let's try and keep up the pace a little bit before now. Whew. I feel like it's sitting too tight when I have a bandana on. What's going on? Bar, tabak, something. Past my last workout. Okay. And notice the amount of spins was on 70 minutes last time. It's weird that I still have 500 meters to go. Sorry, 1.5 kilometers to go. And I passed my last workout in the amount of spins. That's odd. I mean, by the logic, 40 kilometers should be 40 kilometers, right? Oh well. Huh. 1 kilometer. So close, can taste the finish. Ah, this is beautiful. Keep up the pace. That's how you get better. Push yourself a little bit. Don't drop off now. Point 0.5, 0.4. Oh, so close. So close. We should have at least a minute to spare on the previous day. So, the pacing was better today. That's for sure. I don't know how much a minute is when it comes to bikes. If it's a good time reduce, there we go, 120 better. Whew. I'm gonna do a little cool down. 10 kilometers. Get to Narbonne. Push above the average a little bit. Do 50 today instead of 40. Gotta improve. And I do have time for it today. Ultimately, I kind of for myself, I want to get to 20% on this score, which would mean I would be at least a quarter on the way because of my previous kilometers from Barcelona to where I had to reset the route. But yeah. We're getting there. Slow and steady wins the race. Just gotta keep on grinding. Cheers, by the way. Oh, come on. There we go. Ooh. This feels like such a comfortable pace. But it's not that much slower than the pace I'm trying to keep. Right now, this feels like I'm barely pedaling. It's just like going through the motions. Narbonne. Maybe we can get a kilometer out there over here. Look like there's a board sign right up ahead. What do you say, my friend? No number? Oh, come on. Dude. This is so rude. Narbonne Centrum. 3 minutes. Okay. So maybe that's why I didn't put a kilometer on it, because we're pretty much in Narbonne. Alright. Cheers. Oh, it changed lane. I was too busy looking at the sign. This pace is so slow and comfortable. Roughly 70 RPMs. Ford. That's my brand of car. And Nissan, that's my old brand of car. That's the only 2 cars I've owned by myself. Pretty much. Not the whole turf, but pretty close to it. Hyundai. I think that's one brand of car I would never ever buy. I've never been a fan of Hyundai. VZfit. French car in France. I wonder how much percentage French cars there is in France, to be honest. Cool. Alright. Another Frenchie. There's the Leclerc. I wonder what they do. Maybe it's like a shipping company? It looked like they had like delivery trucks. Would make sense why they have a base just across the border from Spain then. Oh, we're taking off. So I guess we're not going to central Narbonne. Actually, we're leaving Narbonne, according to the sign. Oh, this is really weird. You're just going in a big fat fucking circle. This is really weird. Yeah. Imagine if they would take me down again. Like, yeah, we're just gonna do one lap. Do a big circle, just for fun. My knee is actually getting tired for some reason. 5.4 kilometers to go. I don't want to call it. Lessignon and something. Going northwest again. Almost completely west. Although it looks like it's turning towards the north. Still, a little bit shady riding if you ask me. Huh. Je m'appelle Yale. Parler anglais. Something like that, I think. Tu parles français? Non, mon ami. That's about the extent of my French. Sacre bleu. That's also something I know, I guess. Not really relevant in a conversation, ever. Oh, and merde. Also not relevant in a conversation. I think. Ah, my knee. My knee's actually killing me. I don't know why. I have had some knee injuries in my life. More than a couple. I think I've had like 2 injuries to my knee, to my right knee, and 1 to my left. It's a rough life. Thankfully, I did not tear any ligaments in either of the knees. I did get a very extended one. I extended my ACL quite a bit in the right knee when I was 18, 19, just before I went into military service. So I should have been 18. I had like 6 months of rehab, tried to push it to be able to do the service. Because for some reason I was young and stupid and I actually wanted to do the service. Which is, by the way, completely pointless, if you ask me. And then when I got into the service, I lasted like a month before I blew out the knee again. And That was one of the most exhausting moments of my life. I remember we had shooting stance drills right after I fucked up the knee. And it was in the middle of January in the Swedish Highlands, snowstorm, minus something degrees, lots of snow on the ground, and it was blowing like shit, snowing like crazy. And since I couldn't do the stances, and I didn't really knew how bad I blew out the knee again. I felt like, yeah, I can walk. And the doctor wasn't on the base at that very moment when it happened, so it took me with me to when I did the exercises on the little field. And when everyone else was staying warm, doing the exercises or doing the drills, repetition of the stances, moving in and out of them, I was just standing full on guard. And I basically passed out. I was so cold. My knee was hurting like shit. And I stopped feeling things, and I just fell to the ground pretty much almost. And then my lieutenant came up to me, and after I was pretty much, fully conscious again, was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then we started to get a feeling for pretty much how bad the knee was. Then I just got to sit and wait in the doctor's office, and they had to come in before they sent me home. I got sent packing pretty much the same day. Get sent on a bus home. I got the option of re-enlisting and doing my duty, my service at another time with the next admissions, or whatever you want to call it, the next group of servicemen. Or I could opt out because the military service is not mandatory in Sweden. It wasn't before. Then the year after I went in, they actually canceled all military service. So it was only professionals from there on out in the military. So yeah, I opted out. And I'm really happy I made that decision. I don't think the military was anything for me. I think it's a good place for almost anybody. It's a pretty useless endeavor. It's good to teach young men discipline if they are completely without. But if you don't need it, if you don't need that sort of structure around you to fit your life and make yourself a decent person, then it's definitely not something for you. It's just a waste of a year, in my experience. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I had like 10 months of rehab ahead of me after I got out of the service. So in total, I did 16 months of rehab on that right knee. Long time to spend in rehab. But yeah, life is life. You gotta play with the cards you've been dealt. I'm not complaining. Almost 1.5 hours. These last 10 kilometers has been slow. Oh, there we go. We made it past Narbonne. Oh, which was let's see, nothing too exciting here. But yeah, Narbonne, the last city we passed through. We did 50 kilometers today. On the regular 40, we actually increased our time with 1:20, 1 minute and 20 seconds better than the previous day, which is good. We're picking up the pace a little bit. And then we did an extra 10 kilometers as well. So we did 15 total. And we're almost, or I should say, with the addition of the previous kilometers from the previous route, before we excluded the highways, we should be around 25% in. So we're definitely a quarter to the goal. Which should mean if we keep this pace up, we should be at Pisa in 3 weeks' time. It's only 3 more weeks, hopefully. Yeah. Anyways, if you're curious about getting into this and exercising this way, it's very soon that makes this possible. A link to the website is going to be in the video description. The app is called VZfit. VZfit Explorer, and they also have a play app which has games where you can compete against other players. Yeah, it's a really great way to get exercise. It's a fun way, and yeah. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again. If you like the content, like the videos, and you want to follow the journey, just subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, and I'll be seeing you. Thanks, have a good one.